And looking towards the new year, New Yorkers will turn their attention to the mayor's race and who will replace Bill de Blasio. While there's no shortage of candidates, the next occupant of Gracie Mansion will have one tough job. Here's CBS 2 political reporter Marcia Kramer.
Empty storefronts, nearly deserted streets, a school system failing its students, tenants who can't afford to pay the rent, landlords who can't pay their mortgages, restaurants going under, a transit system deeply in debt, a city deeply in debt. With all those problems and a whole lot more brought on by the COVID pandemic, it makes you wonder why anyone would want to succeed Bill de Blasio as the next mayor of New York City. And yet, more than a dozen people do. What will the next occupant of City Hall have to do?
The first thing the next mayor needs to do is restore confidence of New Yorkers in the city.
Catherine Wild is the president of the Partnership for New York City, a group that works with the leaders of business, government, labor, and the civic sector to make New York City better. She is well aware that New York City isn't expected to reach its pre-COVID level of success and economic well-being until 2024.
It's clear that we're talking about 4 difficult years.
She says the next mayor can't just make promises. He or she has to have a real plan.
A 4-year plan of how we're going to recover, how we're going to make sure we're a healthy city, that we're a safe city, that our schools are functioning effectively, and that the people who have lost their jobs or lost their businesses during the COVID are not going to be forgotten.
And it's not going to mean the knee-jerk reaction of raising taxes and cutting the size of government, which has grown by 20% since Bill de Blasio took office. She says it's about running government more efficiently, using technology, and getting others to contribute time and money to making the city better.
Financing this is going to require private and philanthropic resources, not just city revenues.
And it's not like New York City has not faced fiscal adversity before. The Big Apple came back from the fiscal crisis of the 70s and the decimation of the World Trade Center attacks. All it will take is a mayor with a plan, not afraid to call audible plays from the sidelines, or in this case, the bully pulpit. I'm Marcia Kramer, CBS 2 News.